Hello everyone. A whole lot of you are at the moment feeling very jittery, very nervous because the names have already started coming out. They're announcing the people who have been shortlisted for the final audition, and you are now geared up to go all the way to Mumbai to give your auditions. And somewhere or the other, however much you prepared, you are still feeling as if you're not prepared. So today, I will just brush up certain things you have to remember as you appear for your audition so that you put your best foot forward. Keep that together. So first of all, congratulations to all those who made it to the final list. And I hope and pray that most of you make it to the absolute final list. And for all those who didn't make it, please don't feel disheartened. It's a learning process. Getting success in one jump and maintaining that success is very, very tough. And many a times you have to go through a process of grinding and polishing to actually make it there. There are so many girls who've been trying to be there for so many years now, and they have finally made it. I know a couple of them who finally made it, but they didn't give up. So don't give up because life has its ups and downs, and I always feel that failure is a redirection or failure is a feedback you need to understand that you still need to work on yourself. So just take a personal feedback, sit down and then think which are the areas you feel that you already know. Because as you were going through the videos of the other girls and you were looking at them, you were already in your mind realizing that, oh, I wish I had done that, I wish I had said that. You already are aware of your pitfalls. You know where you lacked. And now that you have this opportunity to understand and you have already have a basic idea, what is your weakness? And you work on it, you will definitely excel very well in future. And that's what everybody else has been doing from the past. They learn from their failures, they take a feedback, improve on whatever their minus points were, and reapply again. Okay, so all the best to everyone. Now coming to certain points you should keep in mind while you're giving your audition. First and foremost, don't be nervous. Don't focus totally on the outcome that you have to make it. Because if you're so obsessed, as I would say the word, if you're so obsessed that you have to win, then most of the time you are so stressed out with your performance that you don't actually give your best performance. So first thing you need to remember is that don't be obsessed with the win. Only thing remember that, okay, I'm here and I know what I have known, I have practiced well. I'm just going to put my best foot forward and surrender. What's best for me will come out. If it's not coming out to be the best for me, I will learn from this experience and move on. So don't get stressed, obsessed for getting success. If you get it, very good. Have gratitude that you got it. Don't get that high head that, oh, I finally made it. And then you start looking down on others as if they are not worth it. Even that is wrong. So if you have received that success thing on your head, then be very grateful to the Almighty. Be grateful to the people who have assisted you to be there, your parents, your mentors, your friends, whoever has supported you. Be grateful to them and always be humble to the people who did make it. Encourage them. Be with them. The second thing I would say that when you are there, don't, I know it's a competition. I should be saying this because when it's a competition, it's a competition. Everything is fair in love and war, as they say. But still, I would always say that look at the other person as your team member. Always be there to help. Because remember, your competition doesn't actually happen only on the last day. It starts from the day the organization looks at you and you has identified you. They are watching your behavior. So if you are cooperative, you work in a team spirit, you're always helpful, that does matter. So when you are there, don't keep that feeling of rivalry amongst the other competitors. Look at them as your friends and help them as and when they require any help. Be courteous, humble, and nice to everyone. It's a great opportunity to network and it's a great opportunity to make friends for life, right? So now the number 3 point I would say is that when you are there, be real. Do not try to copy anyone. Don't have fake accent, mispronounced words, and pretending to be somebody you are not. People can see through. So just be yourself. Do not, because you see, when you are yourself, only then your uniqueness comes out. But when you become a duplicate copy of someone else, or when you are very desperately pretending or trying to be someone else, it shows through. So just like you are in the family with your friends, just be yourself, that bubbly you, rather than trying to be a very pageant patty kind of a girl where everything revolves around pageants, your answers revolve around pageants, your work is everything you just connected to pageants. No, you are a real human being. Yes, there was a time when it was important to be more pageant patty, but now it's not. It's more about you being real. So be real yourself, be unique, because when you're in your real avatar, you are projecting your unique personality, and that's what stands out. So be real you. The next point is that out here, you are the product. You are somebody they're wanting to pick up as the title holder. So sell yourself well. You know, talk about your strengths, talk about what you're good at, talk about your passion, talk about what makes you stand out to be a title holder. So sell yourself beautifully. I'm saying selling yourself your skills. I'm not saying selling yourself in person. So don't misunderstand these words. So what I'm trying to say is sell your skills. Tell them, why should I go buy something from a market? I'll only buy something which is useful to me. So how can you be useful to the organization, useful to society, without being very pageant patty? So sell yourself. That is another thing you need to do. An interview or audition is a great opportunity to talk about yourself. There are so many open-ended questions you will find when they say describe yourself, tell me something about yourself. These are open-ended questions where you can actually talk about the things which you have missed out in your introduction, and this is the time to tell them about it. The next thing I must tell you is that when you are speaking to them, please gather your thoughts. You may be very good with your communication skills. You may have an excellent vocabulary. You may be a very good writer, orator. But if you really don't know how to express yourself and express your opinion, delivering your opinion in a perfect way, then there's no use. So you must remember that you first thing have to be very concise, because you have to answer in a limited time. So be very concise. So learn to put your words in a small box in a perfect way so that you can deliver your message. So be concise, then be congruent. What you're saying should match what your body is saying. Okay, because sometimes there's a disconnect about what you're trying to express, and you don't appear to be that kind of a person. Third, be confident. Whatever you say it from the heart. Let it come out as the real you with that X factor. Be courteous without hurting. When they're asking you your opinion, then without hurting or saying anything negative, use courtesy, be diplomatic, use words which will not hurt anyone. Be very, very clear about what message you want to give and be very crisp with your words. So it's very, very important that you gather your thoughts when you're there. And to gather your thoughts, you need to find some me time for yourself every day. When you are there, you will get some me time. Sit down, relax, just cut yourself from the activity around, take deep breaths. If you can meditate, do that. Go for a walk, but start gathering your thoughts so that they are not scattered all the time. And when it comes the time for you to say something, you are fishing for your words. Another tip I would like to give you is that when a question is put up to you, every question has two parts. It has the answer and it has a solution. So don't wait for them to ask you why. When somebody says, okay, where would you like to travel? Then you can maybe, when you're answering, maybe you may say that I would like to go to Bhutan. So now that doesn't complete the answer. So why do you want to go to Bhutan? Maybe because I want to discover how that country has the highest happiness index. So have a why attached to it when you answer without them asking you why to complete your answer. So you need to give a reasoning to why you have picked up that answer and why that particular thing is your choice. Also, remember when you're speaking to those people, don't be very scared about your language. You may be from a Hindi speaking background, from a Hindi speaking school, but always remember that language is just a medium. It's what you say and how you say that matters. How you express yourself that matters. So don't worry that you don't know English. If you know Hindi, express yourself in Hindi in a good way rather than fumbling for mispronounced words in English. However, I would also like to add that if you get selected and if you go global, then you must know at least everyday English, because English is a common language in all the countries and you may need it when you travel internationally. So if you think that is your weakness, start working on it from now itself, because not just pageants, it will be helpful to you in your everyday life when you travel internationally. So start working on your everyday English, common English sentences about everyday life, and slowly build upon it. And as you're building on your language, you must also, because when you are answering or when you are on stage or when you're introducing yourself, there is a lot of mismatch between your body language and your words, your tone, your speed is saying that you are nervous. So you need to practice on your voice as well. So something I have learned to do and I love to do is read book and get into that character. So when you are in that character and you're reading about that character, animate their expressions. Match your voice to that character. Something a kind of a acting, I would say. But the more you get into a character, put these expressions and voice modulation into the character, the better you will be in your everyday life when you're expressing yourself. If a judge is saying, okay, can you please repeat yourself? You should instantly know that they have not got your message properly. Either your tone or your pitch or the way you have expressed yourself is not right. Maybe your volume is too low, you've just whispered. Maybe you are too loud. Maybe it is blaring on the mic and they haven't got the clarity. So if somebody's in your everyday life, observe, if people keep telling you, oh, I didn't get you, can you repeat yourself? You should know that you need to work on your voice modulation. So read out loudly. Read those dialogues loudly. Get into that character. Animate that character in your voice, in your expressions, and you will get there. Also, work on your body language when you're in front of them. Whatever you say should match your body. If you're saying you're confident, your body should show confidence. You're saying I'm confident and your body is shivering and jittering, people will be able to see through. So how much of hands you need to move, whether how much of open body postures you must have, how much of an eye contact you should maintain, how you should smile, all those things you have been practicing, it's time to implement it now. So do a small refresher with you at home. Just do a small mock session with your family for your interview, for your question and answers, and just practice in front of the mirror so you see yourself how you look when you interact with people. And I know that you've all been working on preparing yourself for this very special moment. Everything is in place. You have read a lot, you've practiced a lot, you've done your ramp walk a lot. So you're well prepared. Don't forget that. What I'm telling you is just the last moment, as they say, the booster injection, so that you put in your best foot forward when you are there. So I wish you all the very best, all the very best. Fingers crossed. May God be with you. And once again, my most important and the last tip I'm repeating, be original. Be yourself. Don't copy anyone. All the best.
Keep dancing.